We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
We were putting on gloss, bro.
I be rolling.
But we were rolling because
We were
she
putting on
just said,
gloss.
she just said,
My goodness, can we not open it like this?
she
said
no,
what?
she just said, ne, she's that girl to me.
Oh, sure.
And her explanation is that she's gender neutral about it. Like me,
Within my speech, apologies, not so much as me, just within my speech and my tone.
okay, let's start it like this. How do you identify sexually?
How do I identify?
You know, that was one of my questions. But Chilli's name.
How do I identify my G?
Yeah.
How do I identify?
Can I call you my G without offending you?
Oh yeah, do as you please.
Okay, so how
As long
do
as it's respectfully, but do as you please.
okay, so like
Did you
what's
say
up?
my G respectfully?
No. I was gonna name a car cast out or whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, but like, how are you?
Yeah,
Like sexually,
actually, how are you?
which
Oh,
direction?
Which one are we?
Which direction first?
I
If you lie, I'll tell
identify.
the truth, huh?
I identify as a human being,
Yeah, that's dope.
and yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So what
human
does
on
that mean
earth.
to people who don't understand what that means?
People don't need to understand you.
Like, are you
don't need
kissing
to
girls or
explain
guys?
yourself. I am kissing people with penises and vaginas.
Hey!
You are kissing all of.
Okay,
No,
but
not
is
all
it-
of.
is
I'm
it 60-40?
selective. I won't say it's a 60-40. I feel like I am an empath, so I navigate on how I make you feel and how you make me feel. And unfortunately, within society, there are questions like these.
Yeah.
Do you have a penis or a vagina?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for me, it's not that.
So you would still kiss a trans?
Oh, very much so. They are beautiful. Have you seen them? Oh my
So both,
days.
like both male and female trans. You get.
Angiyazi lekho male.
Okay.
Let's explain this,
They by male.
guys. Like, I have a confusion there by the trans situation.
Yeah.
Trans is when you change
From one gender to
to
the next.
another.
Yeah.
Now, I almost said I am. If the person is a male trans, what are they? Where did they
They
change
came
from?
from female to male.
Also, whatever they say you are a trans of is what you move to.
Yes.
So if you're a female trans, you are a man.
And then you.
Okay, now
were
you
born
find
male and now you're female.
now you find a male trans, which means it's a woman that became a man, that is also gay, which means now he wants men also.
Yeah, because he's a man.
So
can be who you
so
want.
now he's gay,
Yes, because he's a man.
but he's a woman.
He's
No,
a man.
it's what you identify.
No, no,
Yes.
okay, no.
He only identifies as a man, but he's attracted to other men, right? And the thing with that situation, it's very complex.
I feel like it's very complex because that's also ironically I am very much a part of the LGBTQ community. I am not only an ally, but unfortunately because we believe in labels, we get the confusions like these. And I feel like if we just navigate within life, we'll be fine. But labels are necessary. But yeah, I feel
I
like
think more than anything, it's the
it
LGBTQ
causes more confusion in a sense.
community that
Oh, there's an I now
yeah.
for iPhone.
When Nana,
Okay, I'm kidding.
be respectful.
Look, I look.
Prefer or want people to label have them identify as something because the heterosexuals have this disrespecting, especially in Namibia.
So they don't have a choice but to label
Yeah,
themselves. I understand.
you have to label yourself because just iemand sal jou kom vra bra, "Oh, wat is jou
What
gaji?"
the
You
Okay.
get.
Okay, look. Clearly, in this conversation going forward about this, I'll be the one
Who's not
that has
really-
the least information on it.
Yes.
ne?
Understood.
So what when I ask things, don't take it from like a
Yeah, of
naive or negative point
But
of view.
also don't be sarcastic within your
No.
question.
Look, I'm quite open and I'm
I
chilled,
found
and I'm
wasn't
about
cool.
like my life. Like I don't really mind what you're doing with yours, but I'd like to know, and I'm sure there are people that would like to know as well.
110%.
So, like, from a hetero perspective, ne? And you feel like heterosexual people are always on that, like, bro, what are you, ne? And that maybe comes off rude sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
But do you think that sometimes the LGBTQI is imposing certain things onto hetero people, like, but kind of by force?
I hear where you are coming from.
We have to acknowledge it, and we
Yeah.
have to also to some extent entertain it regardless of our comfortability with it. Do you understand? Because if I give you like in a context of a black person from a rural or unurbanized place, the way they grew up, it's like it is a taboo. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Ne?
yeah.
And you have to respect their way they grew up and their understanding of it. But then sometimes, if they express it in the way in which they feel about it, it's not received the same by the
Okay.
LGBTQI.
So I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. So it's from I get it from both angles. So from the first side is the people, the primitive people, for example, then, it's not necessarily that they are asking. It's sometimes they are not open and they immediately bash you. They immediately like they don't want to even be in your space. They make you
Yeah.
feel like you are dirty and all of that, and they are not open to actually being educated about it because remember, it's a taboo for them.
It's
Yeah.
exclusion upon approach.
Yes. So, and on the other hand, I also get that for somebody like you, for example, who's urbanized and understands and whatever,
Do
also
research.
feels like they come off a bit too strong in
I
the
can. Sorry. She said do research. I'm like, I can do the
No,
research,
yeah,
but like,
but
do I want to? Should I have to do the research?
Yeah.
Like there are
So
other things
this
in
is
the
this is
world that are not by force that I have to do
yes.
research on.
No,
Do you understand?
this is where I was saying
Yeah.
so it with them also I understand where you guys come from when you say like why do you guys feel the need to label yourselves what or like why do we have to understand
More like
you and
imposing.
imposing so it's a thing of me it's like how why do you identify as gay why do you immediately walk into a room and you're like hi
Yeah.
my name is Chilli Bites and I'm gay.
You can call me he, she, them. Like, do you
No, those ones
understand?
I understand because of where we are at in society.
Yeah.
But I don't want you. I want you to walk into a place
Just
and be yourself,
Yeah.
whether you're gay, straight, or whatever. Walk into a place and be yourself. But because of the obviously society
Yeah.
we live in, many of them have to walk into a place and be like, "Hey, so act as you
Yeah.
understand." Because of also the reception from other people, they need
Yeah.
to make sure that will I be accepted in this space or not.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the LGBTQI community also say that if they don't announce it upon arrival, for example,
Mm-hmm.
it's now a thing of you tricked us. Especially the trans people.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Romana?
Yeah,
Romana looks like a woman,
yeah.
such a beautiful
Okay,
woman.
now when you said that,
Yeah.
I understand like the announcing of because I remember a bit earlier in Windhoek when it was still not shops. What was Bros before? Warehouse.
warehouse.
When it was still warehouse, ne? I remember there was a guy that went into warehouse, had like a good time. Then there's like a girl, I guess, good looking. They start making out in the club, whatever. They agree to go home.
Yeah.
They go home. When they get home, action is about to happen. Where the action happens, the body parts, they
It's
are the
not
same.
sexual.
Is select.
Yeah.
You understand? So now for like understand for the hetero guy
It's not.
that
He deserved.
like imagine what just happened to him.
Yeah.
Like I just kissed a man
Yeah.
as a man also. Do you
An
know how?
experience I didn't
Yes.
want. I didn't
Yeah.
choose.
Yes, I didn't choose to kiss a man. I don't want men.
Yeah. Give me the options.
You understand? So I understand that part. But do you think generally people have to carry their sexuality on their body? Because now it translates through the outfits as well. Do you think they have? Can you not just walk in and be a person?
I feel like
Does it have to be? I'm not saying they are like people are extra, but I'm saying does it have to be? I don't know, man. I don't know. How I
Thrown
can.
into
Yeah,
your
like, does
face
it have
like
to be
that.
thrown into my face that you are a man that identifies as a woman,
how
or
is
you are a
it thrown into
woman?
your face?
Um, some outfits are exaggerated, to say so in the most innocent sense. Some outfits are really exaggerated, like you as a woman, yeah, dressed like this, yeah. If a man that sees them, or a man that identifies as a woman would want to dress as a woman, they wouldn't even like
Be
dress it
as
up.
simple
Like it
as
would be
so that I think you know what, Nim?
overcompensation.
Especially with the being in the closet for a long time, your family's not accepting you.
Yeah.
When you're finally out,
Yeah.
you want to do the most. Also, a lot of them are creatives. You don't say, you as special, you don't say, Didi that's a creative, for example, if Didi has had any sense of style, was doing too much.
He doesn't
But you
care.
see, like College of the Arts students,
yeah.
they're always going out
Yeah.
above and beyond. There are some women that are even like 10 times more feminine than I am that go above and beyond.
Yeah.
But you won't see it. For you, it just looks nice and looks. But because this one is a trans woman,
Okay.
the full biki, the biki the feel. But maybe also I would
It's all about preference, and it's crazy to me that people have a problem with people's preference. And I won't say a problem, but like people will call it too much or too whatever. Nobody calls you out for being too little.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like people are flamboyant and let them be. If it doesn't affect your electricity or your water, it should not be affected.
As well
So
put,
I don't
man.
know, man. Like, yeah, no, really,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I'm sitting in silence because I feel like, yeah, bruh, like to each their own. It's a simple
Yeah.
English term, and yeah, man. So
No, it makes sense,
Yeah.
man. Welcome to Culture with a K. I'm Spesh. This is Liana, and
why
today.
don't you ever let me introduce myself?
oh, let's do that.
Eh,
That would
okay,
be so
sharp,
cool.
sharp.
I just feel like Space has a whole like tagline thing. He does champagne popping.
Okay, it's
I don't
fine.
all of that there,
It's
but
fine.
I also just want to say hi guys, welcome to Culture the Podcast. My name is Sienna Shipota. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are watching in the world. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today on our couch, we have somebody
Yeah,
that shakes the streets.
yeah,
Not just the streets of entertainment,
yeah.
social media streets. Even the Kuma style streets. She shakes
Yeah,
them.
but
Her body alone will shake the streets, and
Yeah.
her personality on top of that. She's a DJ, she's an MC.
She sings too.
She's a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
She sings, she was on Kasha's song as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only. Chilli Beezles for Sheezles, my measles.
In the easel. You wanna do
you're
that
the
part?
only person that has ever got it right in the whole of Namibia.
I pay attention.
Serious,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
And
I
I've
pay
been doing this for how long? Wow.
Do you
Thank
wanna
so
do it?
much for
Do you wanna
being
show us how it's done?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like I've seen you MC like a couple of times, and the attention tends to the stage when you introduce yourself. Do you wanna do it
you
for
know
us?
what, ne? I'm an MC, ne? I've been MCing longer than she has. She walked up to me the one time, she said, I look up, I said, my girl,
You are
do you know
lying.
the danger that you create on stage when you're blue?
Yeah.
giving flowers.
Bro, Chili's
Yeah, man.
Chili's is hard, bro.
Do it for them. Do it.
Yeah. There's
Which
your
one?
camera.
Which camera, guys? Which camera does
Where's
she take?
camera?
This
Didi,
one. This
eh?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. 28? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Chilli Bizzle for Shizzle, my nizzle. Most of you may know me as Chilli Bites, and welcome to Culture.
The podcast.
She even made the sign, right?
I was so
Yeah,
excited to
because
call
it's a
Chili's
K, and you just keep
is
keep
not
on
a K,
hating on
guys.
us.
It's a K, bro. This is a
It's like you don't
K.
know gang signs. You can't the lava boy who that.
Tata for
Whoa,
life.
that's all. This is a K.
Nah, I was really excited to have like Chili's on this episode.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
No, man, like I feel like you're very misunderstood.
Very much so.
Yeah, and I'm
How?
always the one in the room, ne? There's always just like, yeah, don't get it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get
Oh, but
it.
your fight for me too hard sometimes.
Oh.
No, really,
don't have
bruh.
to,
Like
yeah.
people will walk up to me and be like, they don't know you. It's fine.
Okay.
You
What's
do.
that? What's that they don't get? Like, what is it that they think you are that you are not? Or maybe you can say, like, what's the one thing that you were?
Yeah, because
what
you are in the rooms
What
of the
didn't they get?
misconception. The
No.
misconception never approaches me. The
Yeah.
misconception is
Yeah.
too scared.
No, I feel like people feel like Chilli Bite is a bit too much. In her
Yeah.
appearance, Chilli has like a lot of tattoos, her
Yeah.
piercings,
Yeah.
the way she speaks, she's very raw.
Yeah.
No, for real. Chilli is naked on the internet.
Like, she doesn't care.
I'm not
doesn't
naked
care.
because, hi, Papa. Ukhandat,
Yeah.
Asibari. I love you.
Yeah, so it upsets me that we live in a country like Namibia, ne,
Yeah.
where it's we're not industrialized. We're not.
On the plus.
What is an applause?
Sorry,
And so they
but,
don't understand like most creatives' visions, like the moment you come out and you are different. Kati Cotton eating with his outfits. Even Zulu Boy at some
Yeah.
point was looked at like
Yeah,
why are you
yeah.
dressing in vintage clothing and like, you are
And we're
young
in
dad.
2023. Yeah, and
You
you're
understand?
young. People always say that to him. You're very
So it
young.
was the same with Chili's. Like it's a thing. Oh, it is still the same with
Same.
Chili's. Like, but like luckily for you, your supporters are your supporters, and like people that it's up to them. It is what it is.
Did she
But
tone it down? Sorry.
never.
Did you tone it down?
Never. Maybe the ass shaking on the internet because Instagram got banned a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
We argue a lot every day. Even yeah,
You and Instagram.
people know
day she's
everybody
taking
that
Instagram,
don't be
bro.
playing with me, nigga. But yeah, like, but I think it's because it's the country that I'm in very much. So yeah, like,
But I think it's not really limited to like Namibia only.
oh, it is limited to Namibia, Frafalina.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
No,
it's only my
mostly-
account.
It's
Where?
mostly women.
When it's personal as hell, as net my account
Because
owns a
Chili's
swore.
is not.
Because ni kalni, I can't even forget like it's like even in the beginning, net luck. You know, not
Maybe
to-
like what you are bringing to the table is also
it
like,
is very much too much.
So the
and
other
it's
hands
not
are
my
pressing
fault.
report.
Yeah, dark work. Maybe I do get
Spam,
reported. I've
yeah.
never thought about that as
It
well. I've
can
always
be.
felt like it's a personal vendetta against Instagram.
But I like that.
Oh, you think Instagram is beefing?
Oh, avocado.
I like that you came with the energy from the beginning and you stay true to it. Because a lot of people would have folded at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
I won't fold because I have niggas like you.
Yeah.
Special
No.
person.
Yeah, nah. And I'm down for it because also I never had this conversation with you, but I trust and believe that your vision is further than
It very
Namibia.
much is.
Understand? So people who are limited to this, even me personally, I don't have like exotic content like you, ne? But the smallest things that I do, yes, girl.
Sorry, ma.
Some things that I do, people don't understand as Namibians. You know?
You're a very multifaceted woman. You're
Yes.
just like me. Like you're very multidimensional. Your corporate, your fun, your entertainment, your beauty,
Yeah, she's
your
on.
makeup, your hard work. Like you're a multifaceted woman. And for a lot of Namibians, it's one job and one job only. And if it's 10, why are you doing
Exactly.
that? So I get like you are met with a lot of intimidation. So are your
Yeah.
peers.
Oh, bro.
So I get it. Yeah,
This
I
is
do
one
see.
time I was at Fashion Week. So when I'm walking Fashion Week, sometimes radio presenters or television presenters will come get me from the back before I go on stage or on the runway and be like, no, let's do an interview. And this one time, I remember it was Robin. She was doing What Her Lifestyle, and she asked me, and Robin, she was like, so what is your brand?
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Even in entertainment, I have to sort of like stick to one thing. Choose. Because obviously she asked that because I do a lot of things, you know? But also we shouldn't forget that we also live in a country like Namibia where I cannot just be
There's
an
a
MC,
construct that it's set.
you know?
You know,
And yeah.
I feel like there's kind of this notion that in order for you to achieve or achieve things at high lengths or high magnitudes, you have to kind of be very focused and like narrow minded on or preset on one thing, and then only will it work out. And so there's that preset notion, and the moment you do 7 things at the same time, the person doesn't know what to like you for or what to not like you for. You understand? So that's why it's like, so what do you do? Actually, I saw
do
yesterday you were dancing, today you are talking on
I
TV.
do entertainment.
Yes, so now it's actually up to us to show that I don't have to only be an MC. Like how will I even eat just as an MC alone? But how much are they paying me alone?
I
So
wish they understood the country we are in.
yeah,
If I was
and
in the States, maybe perhaps
Yeah.
it would be easy for me to just be an MC.
Yeah.
It would be easy for me to just be a model. It would be easy for me to just be a television presenter, but I cannot. But also, I love everything that I do. I personally love entertainment. And that is also what I like about Chili's. She stands on what she believes in. Bruh, there can be 10 people in this room that are against it. Chili's will still stand on her point,
Yeah.
bruh. And
No,
that's
that's-
her brand right now.
yeah, then we have to redefine the brands, because then the brands is not anymore what I do today or like what I do this year. It's what I generally bring to the conversation, to the table.
That's also my stance
to
on
the
being a brand. My
like-
brand is my impact, how I make you feel, how
Yeah.
you how you receive me, you
How do
know.
you think
and
you make people feel?
I think I make people feel uncomfortable, and I like that.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah.
that. I feel like Namibians are too comfortable. I feel like Namibians,
It's
yeah.
true.
I feel like Namibians are way, way, way too comfortable, and I make them question themselves. And there was a day we are not gonna go deep into it, but there was a day I was unlawfully arrested, and I got into the holding cells, and the sergeant and the warrant officer knew who I was. Of me, boss.
Oh, wow.
Mate, Chilli, what you're doing here? What you're doing here? And for me, in that moment, I knew that I'm not being looked at as an outcast or as somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
being viewed as somebody different, and I appreciate that. You know,
Yeah.
like the people that approach me or the people that know me, it's a vatrana. Like
Yeah.
it's a like, how do you know me? You know, like I even ask those questions because it's like I like that. And shout out to my mom. My mom always says that, like, for most of the women, and you guys don't acknowledge it, but some of you in my DMs you do, and I appreciate it. For my mom, she always says that, like, "Do ons jong was ons wil ons as dinge doen het." My
Nee.
mom is very
Ons wil so gewees
ja.
het, maar
Nee, ons wil so gewees het, ons wil ons dinge doen het. Soms aan ons wil gecheat het, soms aan ons wil gesing het, soms aan ons wil in banke gewerk het. Like, we wanted to do our thing.
Yeah.
But-
And it's crazy to see that you do that thing and like, jy doen het net so.
So like your
You know,
mom,
so-
like she's on board with you and being yourself. Obviously, considering that the nakedness that we're speaking about, like
What nakedness?
no, obvious, not naked,
we are talking
Kalahad.
about-
Net groot sterre,
Ja,
van
okay,
julle
not-
sien nie Miriam is skaal nie.
I saw
No,
extras.
not
Net
naked.
omdat my sterre groot is. Miriam is daai altyd dap. You guys
Yeah,
Miriam
is so
kan net
cultus
naked.
gay.
But
Yeah, Miriam is called work,
Yeah,
bro.
Miriam isn't so cultus gay, ma.
And
We
being a
appreciate that you
suitcase.
guys like stand proud and
bikinis
loud.
is naked. PSA, by the way, in Namibia. Bikinis and
Oh,
lingerie is
I think
naked.
you got like a endorsement for some lingerie, something.
Shout out to Seductive.
Yeah. Was it on?
Angekhanyo.
Guys, I'm not allowed to watch and look at stuff like that on the
Aram.
internet. So like, so you'll have to like take this part and reference the nakedness.
So, yeah, she got that endorsement, and
Yeah.
one girl goes
The
out and she gets
nakedness.
it, bruh. And the thing is, it's not just something in. She doesn't only get endorsements in that kind of line. So the other time she did, even like, I think it was an aesthetic center, something, did a beautiful voiceover. It was magical. Mad like Chilli let her stare and lingerie and vice.
No, but like,
I
it's
get
our
it.
Being
country.
on a car in a bikini. Yo, I was on Twitter for like a good 4 months, and I was just standing on a jeep in a bikini. It's not Namibia. I don't feel like I'm naked, or it's just your construct, how you were raised, your culture, and your job behind that desk at Sanlam. And I really don't have anything to do with it. So,
It's Anlam.
or I've Bob, I really
Oh.
don't know, but I don't have anything to do with it. And I
Yeah.
think that's the
Actually,
stress.
now that you mentioned that, how do you feel like corporate hands? Do you feel like they're judgmental?
I don't feel like corporate hands are judgmental. I feel like women in their 30s are judgmental
Yeah.
because they are sad.
Why?
They are
Because-
sad because they are competing with people like me. And I feel like that's really sad because I don't have a house, I don't have a man, I don't have a husband.
Yeah.
Who was a Gyonje?
Yeah, like-
So I feel like a lot of women in their 30s are sad and they really need to figure it out because, like, they're lashing out at us. Because I know a lot of women in their 20s can identify, like, even be the groove jealous, well, ons vulnerable. Span, you know, like,
Okay, now like,
like-
what do you think they could do like to make their situation better? Because mind you, you are on your way to women in your 30s.
Yeah, also.
Like, what would you or how will you then tackle the women in your
Yes.
30s situation?
I'm on my way to women in my 30s, knowing fully who I am and what I am supposed
Yeah.
to do. Women in their 30s are still squandering with us. That's what I'm saying.
There's no any
I
judgment
can't
on-
be your but I came from, that's what I'm saying. I love Lena because Lena acts her age.
Yeah.
I come from a time of Lena and my sister Rutasha. There's no space for Lena to even speak of me or have my name in her mouth when
Yeah.
she's with her peers because ek is nie daar
Yeah,
nie.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
how
yeah.
it makes
You
sense.
are-
Like,
yeah, it makes sense.
my naam kom nie op no kucha. Lena hang met haar vrienden and Chilli bite. What am I doing there? I'm not within the
Yeah, like
construct.
what is-
I come from
Ek
women
verstaan.
of that stature, you
Upliftment,
know.
like,
So not necessarily upliftment, women that know where they are and who they are supposed to navigate with. Now I am seeing women that see me as their competition. It was never that for me. Like a Kenny Dai goed nie, you
There
know.
was, so there was always
it's
like a
crazy,
thing.
man.
These also like this.
Yeah,
it's
bruh.
also competition.
No,
like,
yeah,
this
you
also
know, like-
could it be that it's that it looks like you guys are doing it way better than they were in
The
that space.
problem is, sorry, I think I'm gonna answer for Chili's. Not she's gonna add on to it. I think the problem is social media also. Because social media, remember, a lot of us don't post what like the negatives in our lives.
Kind
Once
of
in a while,
everyone.
I
once
post
in a
my
while, we do.
negatives.
You know, yeah, somebody like you does. So they see all the positives, all
Yeah.
the gigs, all the what, all the things you are getting, and what. But it's not even just. I think it's a human thing. I think even men experiences where men say not quite as because
Yeah.
Even us,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
like you are
normal
doing well
people.
in
Yeah.
life.
Like
But you don't realize that, like Chillis was saying,
Pardon.
take the corporate job, bruh.
Yeah.
just now.
Just
You
now,
have
you
a
can
car,
go to
you're
the bank and go
married.
get
I can't
a
do
loan.
A
that.
car tomorrow, bro.
I'm
can get
not
a
your
Yeah.
competition. I don't know where the
Chili's is
stress
not your
is coming
You know,
from.
it's like I think people have to deal like their own
So I think I
personal
said. So
shit.
even
Like
so, when you were saying I'm on
Yeah.
my way to my 30s and I
Yeah.
still have to go deal with that contract of me in my 30s,
Yeah.
I'm going to my 30s fully aware of who I am and what I'm supposed to do there. I'm not going there looking at other people
And
younger than
finding-
me, older than me. There's no one in front of me. There's no one behind me. It's me within the present, and that's what I'm dealing with.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sholani.
Do you think do you think like they would have benefited more from trying to find themselves earlier? Because you know how hard it is to find yourself when you're old.
Yeah.
When you're to find yourself to my understanding means trying 100 things, and I think we spoke about it.
Earlier.
We talked about other homie like sometimes you have to try a few things. You have to try 7 things and realize, this one is not for me.
Fail at
This
5.
one doesn't work for me. This I definitely like. When I do this, which is easy to me, people are like, oh, damn, do you understand? That's how finding yourself is. But now, once you are 30, like you said, you have kids, you're probably married, you like the bank is calling, they want the car back. There's no time to go try and make the lashes, bro. Maybe you want making lashes. Nah, there's no time for that anymore. Do you understand? So I feel like it is hard for them to find themselves at their ages, but people need to understand that reaching like 30 or 40 or 50 is not reaching like a roadblock. It's not the movie is not over. The credits are not running, bro. It's still you. You are still main character. Do you understand? And I think it's a beauty that there's people like you, even at a younger age, that are able to be bold about fuck, this is who I am, and I'm okay with it. And especially the fact that your mom is okay with it, like who you are, how you do your thing. She probably might not approve of everything.
She does not approve of
I
everything.
know for a fact there's no black lady that will
Unless
approve of
senior says
everything.
no, no, no,
Yes,
no,
but
no,
but
no.
but in the broader view, she's like, I respect that because I wish I could have done that.
For my parents, it comes from a construct of understanding the world, and I appreciate it. And I say that
Yeah.
a lot. My comfort comes from home, it doesn't come from outside because at home we understand the construct of individuality, and
Yeah.
not the world understands that construct. My mom understands, and my dad too understands the construct of being a parent. You are not the best parent, you
Yeah.
are not the best at all, but make sure that you put everything on the table.
Yeah.
Ne? And when your child is old enough, your child learns what I take from the table and what I
Yeah, yeah,
leave,
yeah.
you know? And my parents always say this all the time. When we were growing up, we were 16, 17. This is my 7th car. This is my 3rd house. I've been married before. I've been divorced. I have a house. I have this.
Or
This is yours
they
now.
place it
You
there.
know? No, this is yours now. Like, this thing you're navigating is yours. And like, I like that construct of my parents because there's no pressure on me to be somebody for them.
Yeah.
There's no pressure on me to be somebody for my siblings. They tell me this boat I'm riding is mine.
yours.
You know, and I've given you the tools. I've prepared you for this, and this Yona. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's why there's no misconception with my mom or my dad because of what I'm doing, because they know it's not about navigating with it's not about navigating with the way I dress, the way I present myself,
Yeah.
my job title. My parents know it's about navigating with principle, integrity,
Hey.
self-respect, speech, knowledge, showing that I sent you to school, presenting yourself different when you get money, taking
Yeah.
things with your right hand. When Diana asks you for gloss,
Yeah.
I'm raised differently, and that's all I'm here to represent. Nothing more, nothing less.
And I
That's
think
beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I think that's important. Even if there are any parents that are watching me, I feel like nobody should feel like they didn't raise their child right.
It's
or-
your cancer, but later.
as- yeah, they become an adult at some point, and I really appreciate like your family. everything you just mentioned now speaks a lot to people, and especially because kids these days want to impress their parents.
Oh, everything.
They want to impress their parents.
Not
they
even
want-
just these
Yeah,
days.
you know, like
It's
in
like,
general, you
like
want to make your
kids.
parents
Yeah,
proud.
like there's like this inbuilt thing that I think sometimes even parents impose onto us,
Yes, they
so
do.
that we grow up and build to impress them or make them
Oh, have to
proud, so
make
that
them proud,
they can tell
110.
their friends shit. Do you feel like they may be covering up for the shit that they didn't achieve, and then
I
now,
don't know. Sometimes my mom could say, sorry, mom.
isn't Jane?
Sometimes like my mom and them when will come together, they drink it down, it's a coffee, and you're like, oh, James is no.
Yeah,
And then the other one will be like, oh, so model. And like
yeah.
it's the conversation.
So
So
that's
I
what they
get to
want.
some
That's
extent like what you
my
mean.
child
Like
bought me
is
a
it
house. My child just bought me a car. So then now you are out here in Vinto, killing yourself, so that your mother can go tell people she
At
doesn't
church.
like about things you guys can't really afford.
People she doesn't like.
Yes, it's really people they don't like.
Emphasis.
People we don't like is the ones we try to impress the most. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that if, like, generally now,
Yeah,
might not
generally
apply to you,
110.
but like,
Oh,
do you know that
110.
if you know, like, you have that friend, man, that's always there for you, always got you when you have nothing, he's there for you or she's there for you, and then you get Zach, you don't call that one. You call that other motherfucker that was treating you care, that
They are
went to
more
the other
fun.
place with not you,
They are
without,
more
no, you
fun.
want to go show them, like you
But
want to
and I
go
actually
fit
get
in
it.
there.
I had to change that.
We've been there
that
before, all of us,
perspective.
high
Yeah.
school. We've all been
So even the people that like, I used to have friends that would never book me for gigs.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call me. And then because at first I used to think, oh, my skin, I'm not talented. Maybe
Maybe I'm not
do
making
well,
that.
maybe, But strangers would call me up and be like, oh, we saw you doing this thing. Please come through, But those specific friends would never do that. And then I would always want to make sure I get gigs to shit on them.
Yeah.
But then I had to realize as I grew older that, yeah, man.
Nah, bruh, so
Make
right.
very correct of
Yeah.
Like,
it,
let me
how
just
I wanna
focus on
do
what
it.
I gotta
Yeah.
do. People came and left. It is what it is. I don't have to like prove anything to those people. They didn't believe in me. It's sharp, bruh. God
You know,
did.
I heard.
As
Yeah,
anything to touch on,
God
bruh.
damn. No, I read something where it says that. You think I don't read or what, guys?
Oh no, it is on my contact. Did you say
Oh.
You just said, move your head,
I don't
girl.
think guys just thought about it, bruh.
No, we know you.
Okay.
My listening.
Huh?
Listening.
Yeah, 3 years,
What's
bruh.
that?
Because I'm like, yeah,
Where's the degree?
above the degree. But anyways, I read something where it says that sometimes the reason why the people in your life fail to jump onto that train of what you're doing is mainly because you are changing who you are, and that doesn't fit into their story, doesn't fit into who they are or who you are to them, and that makes them uncomfortable. Do you understand?
Understood.
So sometimes it's subconsciously so that they cannot support you, they don't want to support you, because that means if I support Lena, and that person that knows you, so they know your potential. If I support Lena like this means Lena's gonna become this, and I can't become that. And how are we gonna hang? Lena's gonna be now in SA every week. Do you understand?
As I am.
Yeah, that's why I made the reference. But you understand, like it makes them uncomfortable because you're kind of expanding behind the
growing,
space that, or beyond the space that they created for you in their lives. It's from their selfish point of view. So don't feel cuck when you leave them behind.
Okay, hold on. Before we continue, because I knew Chilli by its episode was gonna be this.
Yeah.
Hella deep. Let's do the rapid fires first.
Deep, really?
So, Chilli's, this is a tradition on here.
Ay, boy. It's in red pen, but roy pen. Sorry, it's really rapid and it's fine.
So, yeah, I have a few rapid fires. Special's also gonna throw in a few rapid
Yeah.
fires.
Sorry.
From the
I'm
top
fine.
of my mind.
I'm not
Yeah.
panicking.
Okay, let's start off. So it's either or. You choose between one or the other. Which one you gravitate to the most?
Okay.
Yeah. MCing or DJing? Actually, lang fat
Yeah, they don't know, they dang what you know drink.
Chikani lang fat you.
DJing.
Money or love?
Money.
Toxic gold or Tala Ashpala? Tala da Costa.
Tala da Costa Swo. Met gonyo sa Swo. Kalbosh. Any bedel van die straat. Op divert lane. Tala da Costa Swo. Yeah. Tala da Costa.
Texting or talking?
Texting, man.
Weekday or weekend?
Weekday, ironically.
Hip hop or piano?
Hip hop.
Weed or alcohol?
Jägermeister.
Hugs or kisses?
Hugs. Hope gives the best hugs.
Men or women?
Men, I like security.
There's no security by women?
I like security.
Okay, finished. Black or white?
Black.
Black what? As opposed to white.
Black clothes. I love black clothes. I love black lingerie, black corsets, black.
Black niggas?
Black men, 210%.
White niggas?
White niggas been in the pond. It was nice. Yes.
But
No, there's no
That's
but
clearly
here.
not nice enough. Short or tall?
yeah.
Tall.
Friends or business partners?
Business partners, unfortunately. I love friends. Oh,
You love friends?
yeah.
But
So
you'd still prefer business.
Business partners.
because Zach.
Bizarre.
Come on,
Money or love?
money or love again?
Which money? Mo? What kind
Money
of-
again. We were hoping maybe.
I love you, money.
Is there any Petrus in the story right now?
Oh no.
A tall black. What did we describe now?
I'm
Tall
not
black
dating.
rich.
Okay, do you have a
I-
sneaky link?
Oh no. No, not
Chilli,
at
do
the
you have a
moment.
sneaky link?
I'm waiting for my sneaky link. I don't have a sneaky link.
Do you have anyone right now?
No, I don't
So
date.
your phone is dry?
My phone is not dry. I'm wet, love.
Yela. Yeah, but now. Okay. Let's put it like this. So like. Hey.
The space got uncomfortable for a minute.
Hey,
You know, I
man.
know that stuff.
Guys, my mind runs
Sorry.
straight home all the time.
I
I'm just like,
forgot
hey.
to too.
Amani.
It's like, hey, man, me vrouw zal me gaan klap no weer, man. Yes, man. I appreciate like your personality, like the what you bring to the table, what you bring to the industry. I appreciate that you're fearless in what you do. Like I don't like Lena said, you don't really, not that you don't care, but you don't let it stop you. No, you don't let anything stop you. Now, with that said, like, where are we at right now? What are you doing? Who's you? What are the things that you're doing right now?
Right now, I'm DJing. I
Yeah.
am currently a DJ. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was 12.
Yeah.
And I currently have the platform right now. I'm just coming back from Swag Up
Yeah.
with my beautiful career. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That's my emphasis. That's my baby. That's what I'm taking
man.
care of. And yeah,
Send me
November
open.
is coming, December is coming. I'll be over.
No, December
Yeah?
is. Yeah.
Where do you want to play in December?
I want to play at Club Neps.
Club Neps is where?
It's in Swako.
Yeah?
Snaps the.
Sound of Summer?
Sound of Summer, the lineup is already done, and I love it. Shout out to Club Nep, shout out to Alu, and shout out to Alba.
Yeah.
Oh, Alba is on the main stage.
Yeah, I'm so
yeah.
excited. Yeah, I'm not upset with that lineup. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I even had to call Shafa to be like, yo, bro, I need everything.
I
I
don't.
got you, bro.
Now I like how Alba's moving also.
Yeah,
man.
Alba is
Man.
Alba
Alba
is
is
a
in her own
queen.
lane.
She's
Yeah.
yeah, Alba is a
And she's
queen.
so friendly, yo.
See, Alba is like the
Alba
DJ's in
is
play.
like a party.
First time, Gilani, those people are so focused
Thanks,
on.
bro.
She was one of the first female DJs. She's not worried about who came or who's coming. She's supporting her. Massive
Yeah.
standard says up a different level. And she's just working.
She's
Sissy
always
and
been-
Celeste
And she's not
are-
about drama. Yeah?
No,
Like
no,
I've
no,
never
no, no. In
I've never
fact,
seen or heard or
I'm so proud of Alba for finally coming out of her shell. She dances on stage now. She
True, Alba used
speaks
to
on
be
the
behind
mic.
Is she
the
a shy person?
deck.
She's so shy.
I won't say
Is
she's
it?
a shy person, but Alba is like, I don't want to do too much. And I feel like that I don't want to do too much makes her seem shy because Alba maakt goed tegen ons.
Yeah.
Alba jumps on stage,
Yeah.
MCs.
Bruh,
So
she's-
it's like,
I'm so
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like if that was there in the forefront, it would have been nice. But
Does
she's
it
I don't
make you
do
guys
too much.
proud, like as women, to see like another woman pushing the envelope like that? Because she's a representation of what a woman can become in
what we
Namibia, even in
can
a
do.
space that is mainly dominated by men. They understand. She's out there chowing some of the guys, bro. Some of the brews are actually suffering there by Alba's set. Do you understand? So how does that make you feel, basically, as a woman?
it makes me feel good because not only does she do that, she also roots for everybody around her. And that's why I feel like Lena can speak with her incomfortability, me too, because she roots for all of us. Like, one would
Yeah.
they say, I know Alba is going to be a billionaire one day or a millionaire, my sister, not on the Namibian poster, share
Yeah.
bad story.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a good thing. Like, she pushes herself, but she makes sure that, like, I'm pushing myself. What are you doing, love?
How raised?
And I liked it. It's very rare. A lot of people don't grow and ask you for accountability. They grow and leave you behind.
Yeah.
So grow and make sure your fellows are also make.
Try and
Don't
take us
just
with. Yeah, like
not take us with, but not Jay on Tran.
yeah.
You know?
But speaking of growth, where do you see yourself?
I see myself DJing very much in South Africa. I see myself anchoring my own show in MTV Base in a good 5 years.
Yeah, bo.
My podcast is gonna be out in a couple of months.
Sarge, may I be a podcast?
As if you want to come interview. Says it by
There's gonna be on me.
Oh.
Who come judging me?
I'm not jailing you. It's just I already had a list. Like, oh my love. No. It's no. It was business.
She's
Oh
my
my
little sister, but she's special on her list, but she doesn't have me on her
Are you
list.
beefing me, bro?
Can you please tell us the reason why you are gonna be on that
No. It's like the reason why.
Okay, let's
I'm
tell her.
on
Okay,
and you are not
me, I'm
on.
going to
Tell
tell
the
the truth.
truth.
No.
Let me hear you.
Please tell the
I'm
truth,
telling
Stash.
the story. Finish.
Okay.
The reason why I am going to be on and not you.
Why the hell are you adding the note? Grow up.
No, it's
I
because
know.
we had like a mock interview.
When? What was happening in that point in time?
Yo, a lot.
Okay, ish. There was a lot happening in my
No?
personal life. Listen, no, relax. I got you. There was a lot happening like in my life. I had hosted an event, right?
Are you gonna talk about
Yeah, it's okay. And then someone passed away. Like it wasn't my event. I was kind of partnering, and then someone passed away at the event, right? So then the following day, I went to my friend's place. Like he's one of those homies that you can talk to, man. Like, hey, a so. And then that homie of mine happens to also be her friend as well. So she pulled up as well while I was there. And I was there in the morning. It was like probably like 10 or something. I'm just like, oh, bro, I was at that event I told you yesterday. This happened, what, because you were supposed to come. And I'm like, ah. Then we were speaking. Then she came and, oh, who's it? Nah, who's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she asked, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, nah, I'm just here talking to my brother because some dumb shit happened.
Yeah.
It's like, can I ask you a few questions? Because I know Charles, I know her brother, but I don't really know her like that. I mean, I've met her through Castro them a few times, but we've never had to have a conversation. She was like, can I ask you a few questions, just like general questions? Then she asked the questions, and I was like because I was emotional at the point. I just told her everything, like everything she was asking. Who's it? Nes kak. What is the color? Nes Roy. These demands.
No, really,
You understand?
everything.
So then, from that conversation, she decided, you know what? Because I'm thinking about doing this, when it starts,
Okay.
I definitely want you on. So like I seen Jay,
That's
like
Jay.
yeah, seen
Oh
Jay.
my days. Guys, being pretty is such a privilege and you just get everything they want. And yes, you are
Yeah,
on
but
the
allow
podcast.
us, bro.
I need to cancel somebody, but they will be
Yeah, you
cancelled.
better cancel somebody.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you something. Let me just.
Hey, get back to the reference.
Oh yeah, tell me. You spoke about DJing, eh? Like, when did you learn? How did you learn? Who taught you?
Sure, DJing. When did I start? I started like in what? July?
This year, 2023.
Started to say like June, July. Like for me, it was man. It's like driving. You
Yeah.
see people driving. You are like clutch, brake, and I've been doing it a lot. So much so that like niggas and even DJ are like Mexican, you are weird. Get up.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you move back, bitch? You know. And then my peers were even like, Sandile, you're making us uncomfortable. Maybe you just learn how to play.
And then you can just do your thing.
Like,
yeah.
can you move? So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I made it the effort to be like at once because I've always wanted to learn. And then I ask people, and then the people's answers are just nonsense.
But
Then,
yeah, so it's
you know, and then I started in like June, July. Upper Life, Nico Mandla, Endos, they taught me how to play. And then like everywhere I can get the chance to play, like I would be like, if my friends play like a 2 hours, or like that's how I started.
you take
like,
free gigs.
oh no, what is that?
So when you play and they don't give you nothing.
Unfortunately, not.
I'm asking because, like, usually when you're starting in anything, the industry, any industry, is kind of set to take advantage of the ones that are starting. Yeah? You know why many more is a thing? Many more is the people that kill time for free.
Until the
Yeah, and then if back then, now it's changing, but back then, if you check the lineup of a show, you can
like the
identify
videos.
how they are getting paid based on what time they are playing. You understand? So if they are not even on the poster, guaranteed that is Agdani. And then the first ones on the poster, if there's Zak, it's like peanuts. And then as it goes up, then only
The bigger
Gaza,
the
Tate,
letters.
Booty, and exit. The bigger the letters, the bigger the picture, the bigger the check. You understand? So that's why I'm asking, like, do you take free gigs? Because for people make you do things for exposure. But you were already exposed, I guess.
No, I'm not exposed, especially not in the DJing scene. Within the DJ, I've been asked, oh, DJ no still must for me a video of DJ must, But if niggas I know, they've
Yeah.
seen me MC, they know my interest in music.
Yeah.
Shout out to your professionalism, by the way. But this is a different space, and I like the fact that like people I'm working with are my peers, and my peers know for a fact that it's my money before anything. So put your best foot forward so we can work. But I've never had free gigs, but I've had like practices in like
Yeah.
big ass crowds and expel me
No, so it's not like a gig where you're booked, but you end up playing
I
there.
am also do it either by
Yeah.
loft. The new equipment is out at the moment. It's 2000s and 3000s. Chicago's has 2000s. Loft has 2000s, 3000s. So it's like more or less when they are big events, those are the equipment that are rented out. And the things I learned on the more old school.
Oh,
So
okay,
like
okay.
yeah. So when my friends are playing like a 3-hour set,
Yeah.
I'll be like, nee, bra, me toch 30
Come and
minutes.
drag.
Pull it up, yeah. So that's how
Okay.
I've been playing.
Storm.
Talata Costa, for me, it's so unfortunate because it's just because, I hate this reference, but it's the reference for most of my life. I'm my parents' daughter. So with that being said, my mom is a historian and ex-veteran. My dad is an ex-exilee. So for me, politics, humanity, lawfulness, righteousness, being honest has always been a part of my household. So it's like, even my peers, was like, say, Lena, like, niggas, I know it's like, the etiquette is different, the respect is different. I really feel it, So if I have that privilege, everybody should, And for me, a discomfort to one is 110 of discomfort to me. And Talata Costa is just an awful human being, and he's awful to people, he's awful to everybody, and he robs and he steals. And my problem about him robbing and stealing is wrong. But can you please steal from the privileged? Can you please steal from people that are privileged? Don't steal from people that don't have money. Don't steal from students. Don't. Majority of students are 60% are from small towns. May always just me. My house is not here. My bed is not here. Acres hunger. So Tala da Costa's target market, I didn't feel, and I made it a point to express.
It was when you express yourself.
Upon my expression, it was seen as she doesn't like me. She's coming from my character and she's coming from my personality. I don't know you. I don't know if you're fun. I don't know if you're fantastic. I don't know if you're funny, but I do know that your etiquette and your decorum is wrong. Like, come on, play Amalet, and you're currently not being that. And do you want to fight? Because I'm always available for that. So that was basically just the stance, and that was that.
And Toxic Gold?
Toxic Gold was just not a nice friend, and
because you guys were friends. That's why I was very confused when I saw
Where is Toxic
It's
Gold?
just drama. Toxic Gold is living where she's supposed to live when you mess with people like me.
Where?
I thought she
In
was
the world.
robbed of she was buying a car or something and somebody watched her. Okay, you guys were friends, it didn't work out. You went on the internet, you were like, the only thing I remember from that
it didn't work out. Oh no, I was called a dog on YouTube. And no, if we are doing internet shit, let's do internet. I love participating. It's always been about since a young age. Let's all play together.
You must bring to the
The
table.
only thing I
All play
remember
together.
from that,
So,
from Chilli's videos,
It's never been a bitter friendship. I'm not a bitter person.
yeah, when you address the situation and you made sure to not be in a position where people are suing you for defamation of character.
I'm honest.
So the way she spoke, even she
Strategic.
spoke about an abortion situation where she did like, She says, when you wanted to, I said, my
It
sister.
wasn't an abortion
What was it?
situation.
Yeah.
The flip about Namibians is I don't know what the hell this means to you. What the do this is?
Everybody
Lekker
thought it was
Sinje,
that.
ek kan special says that.
Wat
Wat the hell is dit?
Wat gaan
Ek bedoel die dak is deur.
En die
Ek
sak
was
mos.
swem.
Ja, get in
Ek
your
was
bed.
binne
Ja,
gaan.
like-
It can mean so
Bro,
many.
like-
But I'm gonna say this
Namibians,
again.
yeah.
Namibians are very negative people, and why the hell would
Yeah.
abortion is illegal? I would never speak about an abortion that somebody never even had, or I don't know
Or
the
that you don't
sexual
know about,
relations.
yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't that. Toxicity did a public story with a Samta that went wrong.
Yes.
I don't know if you know about
Yeah,
the story,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was out there.
Yeah.
As wat ek gebeur, die was a flop. Ek is van die kassie, ons praat anders.
ons is-
Ja.
I was talking about 2J die flop ek van jou hart het swore. But I couldn't call it that because it was sexual assault.
Ah,
So
okay.
it was like when you had die shandy van jou, but die auntie jou gehelp het, jy ook die auntie van 'n gat gevat. And now it's me, I'm a dog, but I did ask him to help you in your whatever you were
But
having.
that's what culture of the
So-
podcast is
oh,
about.
no.
Telling
Yeah.
your side of the
Tell
story.
your side of the
Culture be
story.
crazy. Culture
Yeah.
be crazy. Culture be talking about abortions and shit. Damn, culture.
Okay. On a lighter note,
Yeah.
what's your spirit animal? Do you have a spirit animal?
My spirit animal is a hummingbird.
Why?
A hummingbird because a hummingbird is fast and I have ADHD, which is a mental illness. My mind is
Is
on.
it an illness?
It is a mental illness.
Okay.
It affects my ability to focus.
Uh-huh.
My mind is on 180 or like always. Like that's why I speak fast. Unfortunately, I speak fast. I reason fast. I question fast. My mind is just fast.
Okay.
It's a defect, but it's a defect that helps with my intelligence. So I fucking love
And
it.
you're really intelligent.
Yeah, thank
I
you
was
so
telling
much.
this fresh. I was
Yeah.
telling him, I'm like, no, like
hummingbird.
Chilli Bite is,
Yeah.
she's up there. But your siblings generally, you guys are very intelligent people.
Shout out to my parents, man.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I went to university with her elder sister.
Uh-huh.
Even in class, she would question the lecturer, and like she would have a back and forth with the lecturer, and you just check this girl's intelligence. And having a 5-minute conversation with Chillis as well is the same.
Yeah.
It might not be something you will agree with or whatever, but you will have to acknowledge that that's brain stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to school?
Oh yeah, I'm a nursing school dropout.
Eh?
And then I got my radio diploma, and then I started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because me was still in there.
That's a good thing.
University of Namco, shout out to you. Huh? And then,
University of Namco. Yeah, man.
that one's just out of here.
Oh, no,
What would
that's
you like
it.
people to remember you for?
Yeah.
I'd like people to remember me for my impact, for my help, for echoing that we all need help. I'd like people to remember me for my authenticity and my honesty. We are all supposed to live honest lives.
Yeah.
And it may be scary, but you are not alone. And doen jou shandy, mense sal altyd daar vir jou wees. En God is lewendig, jou familie is lewendig, al staan jy alleen, God is daar vir jou. As hy nie daar is vir jou nie, met die mas poop, en ek sal altyd vir jou 'n klip kan stuur. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh yeah.
Nanti Milan, come,
That's
come,
a
come,
nice
come,
one. That's a
salute,
nice one.
salute.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, Chilli Bezos, for choosing my nasals, for joining us. I meant to make you blush.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, man. It was really a good conversation. I feel like we should have had more time. There's still a few more questions we
Yeah.
could have
I
asked
will
you.
do it
Please
next.
Yeah.
Drama Joe.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Don't make Lena feel bad by saying
Lena
Pyramid
is
Man.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena. Yeah, I'm sorry if you're bad.
Yeah,
Please know
man.
that.
So like again,
Everyone
guys,
first.
thank you for watching Spin Culture with a K.
Storm.